everyone. So today I wanted to say something a bit about feelings and how often we can see feelings as either positive or negative, and there's kind of nothing in between. They're either grouped into either of those buckets, and we kind of see them as opposites. That if I'm feeling happy, then that can go in the positives. If I'm feeling sad or upset or grumpy, then that goes in the negatives. And actually seeing feelings as either of those two buckets in that kind of binary sense can actually be unhelpful, because it implies that our feelings are either bad or good. And actually what I've come to see is that there's no such thing as good or bad emotions. They're just kind of what they are. But we've learned to kind of push away or fix or numb the ones that we think sit in that negative bucket. And we're often kind of taught from a young age, and I've spoken about this before, about how we're told to stop crying or cheer up or calm down. So it's kind of ingrained from an early age that we should see those kind of feelings or emotions as something that need to be kind of got rid of or fixed. But actually what I've seen and what came up the other day when I was having a conversation with someone about this, about how instead of seeing feelings on this scale from good to bad and this kind of linear kind of track between the two, that actually what if we saw them more as a periodic table? And that might seem a bit random, and what I mean by periodic table is the kind of the table of elements that you may be used to seeing if you kind of have studied chemistry or can remember that from school. But it just popped into my head because on a periodic table, the elements aren't ranked from good to bad. They're just there on a table, and actually if we could maybe see feelings and emotions in that way as something that we can kind of pick and choose from, or something that doesn't have an inherent value to it, then maybe that kind of opens us up to the possibility that it's okay to feel everything. And actually it's possible to feel those kind of good emotions at the same time as the bad ones, or what we deem to be bad ones. I was saying that the other day that it's possible to feel really sad but also full of joy at the same time. And I remember feeling that last summer when my grandma passed away, that I was so upset, but also glad that she was at peace, glad and so happy that she had such an amazing life. And actually it meant that we were all able to get together as a family and spend some amazing, beautiful time together, even though we were all incredibly sad. So actually, instead of seeing that sadness in isolation and as something that had to be fixed, it was actually something that we could all experience without judging it and without trying to get rid of it, at the same time as feeling joy. And I think that's something that we maybe forget, that we can feel different things at the same time, and it's not that linear binary thing that we thought, that it's not that if we're not feeling good then we must be feeling bad. So I'd love you to consider that. And actually, I did find, if you Google emotions periodic table, someone has actually created one, which I think is amazing. So have a look at that and just consider that actually maybe there's more to it, and more to how we see feelings and emotions than we initially thought, and that actually we don't need to kind of demonize some and desperately chase after the others. So I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below, and have a look at our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.